It's often said that growing up is hard to do, but maybe talking about it is just as rough. So how can we as parents get our kids to open up? And joining us this morning with some insight, Dr. Greg Jantz. Good to have you, as always.
Oh, good morning. Great question.
Yeah,
and
right?
something if we have kids we need help with.
Absolutely. And I'm right in that boat. I need some help. So when a kid comes home from school, a parent may say, so how was your day? And sometimes they'll be like, fine. How do we get our kids to open up to us?
Remember, their favorite response is, I'm fine.
Yep.
What? Whatever. Well, one of the things is we've got to have patience. Remember, for a kid, attention equals love. So keep showing attention. If we get too frustrated, we're going to push them farther away. Now, remember, teenagers are developing. Bill, we were talking about the developing brain. They're going through, male or female, a lot of different changes. So we need to step back and also offer them a little grace, but they need to feel that acceptance from us, even if we're struggling with some things they're doing.
Let's touch on that developing brain for a second.
Sure.
There, psychological research has shown that the brain from ages 12 to 18 or so is developing at a rapid rate, the fastest rate of any other time in our growth cycle. So talk about that and the effect that it has on the teenage brain.
Well, particularly if it's a boy, we know the brain's developing to about age 25.
Okay.
Sorry, but that's reality. Okay.
Or maybe 46 or something.
Yeah. So here we are. Now, what we need to remember is addiction or overstimulating that brain really will create some emotional issues. A depressed brain, we know too much technology, now that's a big issue right there.
Sure.
Can have an effect on the brain. So we want to be careful about overstimulating the brain, and we look for two things: time and intensity. How much time are they on those games or devices, and how intense is it?
Okay, so how do we get our kids to open up, just in general?
Okay, one of the things that we want to do with them is engage them in an activity. So I have two sons. If I want to have an important conversation with them, I'm not going to probably do it saying, sit down, look at me, Bill, in the eyes. Okay?
That's
because
darn near impossible,
their brain is going to flip right off. Okay. So what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to probably take them outside or do some activity with them, throw a ball back and forth. Boys need a mediating object. They need to have something in their hands when they're having a conversation. You ever notice that with boys? They're always fidgeting.
Yes.
Okay, they've got to have something in their hands.
All over, it seems like.
So give them something in their hands. Give them a ball. Give them something. Throw it back and forth. Have a conversation, but always engage it around an activity.
Okay. That's really good. Also, okay, so how do you get your kids to come to you when they need help? You want your kids to be able to come to you and feel okay about that. How do you get to be, that kind of a parent and have that kind of relationship?
That's going to take some time because we're going to be building trust. We're going to be building trust with their emotions. Remember, they're already feeling insecure about themselves. The two needs of the teenager is, who am I and where do I fit in? Remember, they're trying to figure that out. So remember that. Who am I? Where do I fit in? And so help them. Now, remember, time and attention equals love to a teenager. So your 5 minutes of devoted time, put your technology aside too.
Yes.
Give them your time, but do that over time. I bet you in the next 30 days, and I'm doing this with one of my sons, I'm being very intentional, okay, because I'm trying to find a new connection with him so we can trust or have trust emotionally. I'm working on this right now.
It is a long-term battle. I like it. This is great information.
We can do this.
Good strategies. Dr. Greg Jantz, as always. Good stuff. Thank you.
Good. Thank you.